Troublemaker or hero? The ANC's take on the royal mic snatching controversy. The battle is over and the auction of Nelson Mandela's personal items can go ahead. And the happiest country in the world is, well, it's not us. We'll tell you who boasts the most smiles. Hello, I'm Jane Dutton.
This is Eyewitness News.
8 bodies believed to be those of illegal miners have been found in an open veld in Roodepoort, west of Johannesburg. The grim discovery was made by community members yesterday who stumbled upon the bodies riddled with gunshot wounds in a field in Robertville. The shooting comes less than a week after 4 suspected illegal miners' bodies were found in 2 separate areas in the West Rand.
The motive for the killing cannot be confirmed at this stage, although it is suspected to be linked to an ongoing feud over illegal mining territory by illegal miners.
Say goodbye to some of Nelson Mandela's most private belongings. His ID book following his 1990 release from prison, Ray-Ban sunglasses, Madiba shirts and some personal letters he wrote from jail will all go under the hammer. That's after the South African Heritage Resource Agency was refused leave to appeal a December judgment, dismissing its bid to wrest control of various items linked to Mandela. The items were set to go under the hammer at New York-based Guernseys, but the auction was stopped after the agency's intervention. It claimed they were heritage objects and that Mandela's daughter, Makaziwe Mandela Amoa, together with his ex-jailer turned friend, Christo Brandt, had shipped them out of the country illegally. And that is how the ANC and KZN sees the chaotic incident involving its provincial chairperson, Siboniso Duma, and traditional Prime Minister Thulasizwe Buthelezi on Saturday. That Duma actually averted a greater disaster by snatching the mic from him.
Mtombeni was faced with 2 disastrous scenarios. The first one was to let Buthelezi continue mentioning people's names, which would have resulted in violence. Even His Majesty wouldn't have been able to deliver his speech, which was Buthelezi's intention to disrupt the event. The second option was to take the mic away, which Duma chose, to prevent bloodshed and turn the Zulu nation into a laughing stock. As such, Mtombeni was a hero to God and to all the great Zulu monarchs who have passed. They revealed him as a sacrificial lamb to prevent disaster and face the consequences, including apologizing to the president, the kings, chiefs and the premier. But he would have prevented bloodshed.
And this from the meeting of the House of Traditional Leaders in KwaZulu-Natal today to discuss the controversy that transpired during the King Dinizulu commemoration in Ulundi. They're clearly upset over Duma's perceived defiance of the PM. The event caused public outrage on social media, with many fearing that this could also cause more political tensions between the ANC and IFP. Dismissed again. The High Court in Pietermaritzburg has thrown out former President Jacob Zuma's latest application to remove State Advocate Billy Downer from the arms deal corruption case. In his application, Zuma had argued Downer was biased against him and that his right for a fair trial was at risk. Zuma says he will appeal. Remember to download the Prime Media Plus app and go to the Explore page to see all of these bulletins. While clear skies and warm conditions persist in Gauteng, the Weather Services has advised residents to keep an umbrella handy following an alert of severe thunderstorms. A yellow level 2 warning has been issued for possible heavy downpours, damaging winds and excessive lightning in at least 4 provinces.
These are expected in places over the eastern parts of the Northwest Province, Gauteng, also into the eastern parts of the Free State, western parts of KZN, and into parts of the Mpumalanga Province.
The warning comes after 2 Joburg City Power substations were struck by lightning this month, resulting in many areas being plunged into darkness and without water. So this is what a happy country looks like. In the UN's World Happiness Report, Finland consolidates its place as the world's happiest country, claiming the title for the 7th straight year.
There are many components of Finnish happiness that would be really hard to replicate elsewhere in the world because they are structural they are intrinsic to the way, for example, the Finnish government and welfare work.
We might not be in the top 80, but let's do it like Bhutan. The country follows a philosophy of gross national happiness, and it seems to work for them. That's it from me, Jane Dutton, and the rest of the team.
Eyewitness News. In touch, in tune, and independent. For the latest, log on to ewn.co.za or ewn.mobi.